when I'm getting ready to go camping, especially about the camper trailer, I like to keep most of the gear I want on top of the camper trailer, so I try not to forget it. Doesn't mean I won't forget it, but a lot of the gear in the shed sits out there ready on the camper, and before I go away on a trip, I plug my accessory battery into a charger. So leave there, plug that into a charger just to make sure that it's all topped up, so the battery, although it doesn't have to do too much work, there's my charger there doing its thing. Alrighty, there's the truck, freshly bush barriered up. Still remembering to put them on. I nearly forgot to put them on. Anyway, we'll get packing. Solo trip compressor goes on the front floor. King's Big Daddy Deluxe does fit across the back seat of a 200. I don't know about you guys, but I always take my pillow from home. Just seems to be better. Well, the back's pretty much packed. Still got to put a clothes bag in, a few other bits and pieces. But I think you get the idea of it. Well, we're about to head off. Marco's late, but he's here. It's the Mad Mark Mobile. That's the Mad Mark.
Morning.
We're about to head off. I was going to do the big show you a video of us driving out the driveway, but we're driving out a driveway. You don't need that. See as we go on. From our rugged north all the way down to the beautiful south, the centre, the east, the west, doesn't matter where, from travel to tips and all sorts of other things for driving, you've come to the right place. Come for a ride with us at Mud Ducks 4-wheel drive touring. Everybody, Steve from Mud Ducks 4-wheel drive touring. Welcome to a trip video. On this trip, I don't know where I'm going, so we're going to make it up as we go along. Now at the present time, I've not long left a little rest stop at Wards River. It's a Sunday, so I'm heading away on a Sunday, so everyone else should be going home hopefully, so that should be cool. And behind me in the mighty Colorado, I've got Mark. He's decided to come away for the weekend, and as you can see, Kaz has to work. She's out there keeping me in a lifestyle I'm accustomed to again. So it's a boys trip, 2 trucks, swags, and we'll just see where we go. We're only going for a couple of days, but anyway, hopefully we'll have a good time. We'll take you along with us, show you what we can show you, and hopefully it's of some interest. So I'm not going to even try to guess where we're going. I've got some ideas, of course, but we'll have a look at it when we get there and make decisions sort of further up the road. But as you can tell, for those astute people who know where Wards River is, I'm obviously somewhere around Gloucester. So, could be Barrington, might not be Barrington. Anyway, I'd love to tell you more, but I don't know anymore. So, just to keep things interesting, we'll see what we see. Right, cheers guys, I'll show you more when there's more to show you. We're driving along Dilgary Circuit in the Barringtons. We're going to try and find Dilgary Campground or Dilgary River Campground. We actually don't know where it is, but if we find it, we'll go in there and have some lunch and maybe camp there, maybe not. But we'll have a look at it. Hopefully this footage isn't too shaky for you guys. Anyway, that's where we're heading at the present. Mark and I have just pulled up in a nice little area here where we think we're going to make some lunch. So Mark's just starting here. Looks like he's going to make some kind of bread roll. What are you making, Mark?
I don't remember, that was 5 minutes ago.
I know. My brain's not real good.
Got chicken loaf with pasta and cheese on a roll.
Nice. Anyway, you don't need to see us making lunch, so we're going to have some lunch and then we'll think about what else we're up to. Catch up, yeah.
I get that way a bit. I get that way a bit. Which way are you going to have it? You going to have it long ways or this way? Yeah, that'll.
The afternoon, and we've chosen, as I mentioned previously, to camp here at Dilgary River Camp. So this is what our campsite looks like. The Mighty 200, my swag. Now it's still as here, but you know, you never know what's going to happen overnight. So I've still tied the awning down because you don't want to lose an expensive awning over the top of your car, and the damage that can cause. That's where we're having the fire when we light it later. We didn't bring a lot of wood, so we'll light it at the last opportunity we can. This is Marco's setup. Now you've seen Mark's car on an episode of Toys, but this is his camping setup. Get the awning out. He can cook on the back, same as what I do. Swag underneath. Like a blast from the past, this. A Roo System swag. But it's by Darchi. That's pretty cool. Quick scroll past the back of Marco's truck. So that's our camp. We'll be settling back and having a few drinks and just talking crap mostly. So I'm not sure how much I'll film tonight. But anyway, we'll see you a little bit later on. Oh, I forgot to show you my L-shape kitchen arrangement. You've probably seen me using this before. The new Campmaster cooktop on the drifter table. That all goes pretty well there. Anyway, we'll see you a little bit later. And now, it's starting to get cold, it's starting to get dark, so Mark, the master firelighter, if he ever comes away from his car, is going to do the honours. Come on. Here he comes, the one and only Marco.
Evening all. Right there.
Mark, me mate, the master lighter.
Are we ready?
We are ready. Here we go. This is how we do it.
Mark's done this before. Not really.
Now, of course, we could light it with flints, matches, all of those things, like normal people. But no, we've got to use a butane torch to really get into it. Anyway, that's the fire lit. Probably not much else to show you. Don't know if I'll video any more tonight or not. Anyway, if you see it, you'll know I did. If you don't, you know I didn't. We'll see you later.
Sure, don't take off now.
Good morning. Monday morning, Dilgary River Camp. Obviously it's been a bit moist overnight, but this is what we've woken up to. Looks like it should be a decent day today. This Marco just crawled out of bed just then. What I didn't show you last night was it started raining a little bit. It wasn't bad. And as I have a tarp, we rigged it up over my swag just to keep a bit of water off it. Do you need to? No. But it made just a little bit more of a shelter for Mark and myself to sit under. We got under here for a little while, just so that we didn't get too wet. So that's the beauty of the bigger awning, even with me swag taking up a bit of room. So yeah, that was a pretty good night. Looks like it should be a nice day. I may have said that already. Probably have. Anyway, today will be get organised, pack up here and see what else we can find around the Barringtons. See if there's another area I haven't been into yet. I've never been in this one. So we'll see what else we can see as the morning goes on. So I'm going to get some brekkie organised shortly, and then we'll get into the day. I'll take you with us as we go. This is Karen's brand new Snow Peak cup. Karen hasn't used it yet, but
oh no,
Marco,
am I going to get in trouble?
Is probably going to get in trouble for using Kaz's brand new Snow Peak cup.
Kaza, G8 work.
Oh, that's harsh, isn't it, eh?
I'm
That's going in.
Okay.
Bacon. Morning, as you've probably already gathered, and Mark and I have no idea where we're travelling. We're on, looks like Tamala Station, which is somewhere on the Barringtons. You're allowed to drive through it. We're trying to find a place on a map that I'm sure there's a closer way to get there than the way my GPS is taking me, but I don't know. It's all new, so we're going to see if we can find it. If we can't find it, well, we're going for a drive. It's a nice country. So, at the back of Aussie Ark. I know where we are. Cool. It's a nice country, so yeah, it's pleasant just to go for a drive through here anyway. So, and we'll go back into the mountains and find a camp tonight, even if we don't find what we're looking for now, but it's good fun anyway. So we'll see what we can find as we go along. All right, have fun. just on the Tamala to Gloucester road and coming way down. It's like still like property road, but it's also like forestry. The road's looking like it gets less used, so we got no idea exactly what we're up for with this. It's still taking us towards a trail that's supposed to take us back to a campsite, but I really don't know. But anyway, we've had to come down a mountain, not being in first gear coming down. Still a high range, but you can probably hear the truck behind me revving up, trying to hold it back. But yeah, it's just an interesting little drive. Marco's behind me, and we've dropped, I don't know how many metres we've dropped a long way in a short time. So I feel like we've got to come down into a valley and then climb back out. So we'll let the adventure continue. But if nothing else, it's nice driving around this part of the world just for a look. You know, I've never been on this bit. I'm sure I've never been on this bit. It's something a bit different. It's not hardcore four-wheel driving. It's four-wheel drive touring, and we're having a good time.
Are we planning a visit to the graveyard?
No, we're not. My GPS says funny things. Come across a few of these fallen trees, and this one's not as bad as it looks at first, but it's always good to have a spotter to help you see where you've got to go. So Marco's got this pretty well going, so he's not going to need a lot of guidance. Yeah, he's pretty well got that. It's actually a lot easier than it looked, that one. But that's why we have spotters, so we can do these kind of things. Now to get into Water Gauge Campground, don't know if you'd want to come in here when it's raining, because these ruts are being chewed up from coming through in the excessive moisture. Anyway, I've got to guide Marco because he's not sure his wheel placement. Yeah, a bit more to your right. guiding and filming at the same time. It's a talent. Sonnet. We're going to have our lunch here. I don't think we're going to camp here, but we are going to have some lunch here, so we'll see after lunch. Right, Mark and I have had lunch at Water Gauge Campground. I'm going to cart Mark over and show him a nice little bit of water in a second that he hasn't seen, and then we're going to head off on the rest of our exploration of the Barrington's journey. So stand by and see how we go. Do we need low range coming out of Water Gauge Campground? Maybe not. But if you've got low range, why wouldn't you? Just easier to do it. Just make a nice, pretty straightforward climb back up the way we came in. We're going to try and find our way, preferably a shorter way than the way we took to get here, back into the rest of the Barringtons and go and find camp for the night. So that's pretty well the plan. So just drive out of here and do that. So we'll see how we go with that as we go along. But yeah, this is not hard. It's just low range. Well, we're back at Manning River Campground. It's the timber we've collected today, so that'll be for our fire later. This is our camp. That's mine, which we're used to seeing. I think I would have shut a door. How many times did I say, you think Kaz would have shut a door? No, I leave it open. Sorry, Kaz. And here is Marco's camp setup. And you've seen this campground, Manning River Camp, on my previous videos, so I don't need to walk you around it. If you would like to see it, I'll leave a link up the top corner there. So that's us for tonight. After a fair sort of a day driving around, which funnily enough brought us out 6 k's from where we were earlier in the day. So we could have gone a much shorter way of getting there, but we didn't. Yeah, it was a good day exploration, so it was good fun. There's the Manning River, so we'll get to listen to that, which will lull us off to sleep nicely, I think. Now, I'm not sure what else I'm going to show you today, but that's us. We're not alone. There's some campers in the next thing, but no, you get that. This is one of the bigger campgrounds with facilities, so you have to expect that kind of thing. Even though it is early in the week, on a weekday. Alrighty, that'll probably do for now, and we will get back to you a bit later. Well, we've woken up to another beautiful morning here at Manning River Campground. Things are a little bit moist, as you'd expect. Got pretty cold overnight, but another glorious day. So when everything dries out, which I'm not sure when that'll be, we'll pack up and head off, but we're going to enjoy it while we can. So we'll see you guys a little bit later. You know, glorious though. Sun's just starting to peak up, so it should warm up soon. I'm going to end this trip here. We're back at Moppy Lookout, which is almost where we started. It's been a great couple of days, and we're going to have a quick chat with Mark as to what he thought about it, and we'll wrap it up. So we'll be with you in a sec. Here we are, Moppy Lookout, the end of the weekend. Now I thought I'd finish this one a little bit differently. See, as Marco came on this trip with me, so I thought, why not have a quick chat about it. So been a little while, Mark, since you've been out for a play, mate. What did you think of the weekend?
Oh, mate, it's awesome. Seriously, you need to get up here, guys. It's just a magical place. Like, look at the background. It's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And look at the weather.
Oh, that's right.
We cracked it for beauty. I mean, we had that little bit of rain on Sunday night, and the rest of it's been like this.
Yeah. No, it's been great.
Just awesome. Now, I know it's been a while for various reasons since you've done a lot, but what do you find? Yeah. We didn't do much in the way of hard off-roading, but what do you think of what we did do, mate?
No, it was good. It's actually got out and actually used the Colorado. I've had it 5 years, and this is the most it's done. So I was very, very surprised. It's a bit different from when I had the Patrol. You sort of
yeah, they go all right. They do the job.
Yeah.
So yeah, buddy, we've only touched on the Barringtons on this trip, mate. We reckon we could come back and do a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, God, yeah.
So I think we will down the track, guys. I think Marco would be keen. Maybe we'll get the partners with us. Unfortunately, mine had to work, and Mark's had to do other things. So we've sort of done a semi-solo trip, but hopefully we'll get the wives out here again on the next one. But
yeah.
Anyway, Mark, thanks for coming along, mate.
Thanks for asking me. That was great.
It's been good to have you.
Yeah.
Should have seen it last night. I couldn't video, but we could nearly not get the fire going. And Mark spent an hour and a half just persevering, and we went up with a raging fire.
Yeah,
it was a beauty. I would have given up and gone to bed, but he did it.
We got there, mate.
Yeah, one or two too many bevies, but
yeah,
that's part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright guys, well, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, chuck a like on it. It really helps the channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming, and perhaps consider subscribing, and much appreciate it. If you're an old hand, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my clips with my assorted stupidity and so on. And don't forget, guys, click the notification bell so you know when a new video comes out. I'm still trying to get one out every Sunday morning, but since COVID's hit, time to film has been a little bit hard, but we try anyway. Okay guys, take it easy, enjoy the view, and we'll catch you later on. Have a good one. Cheers.